Alright, everybody, welcome back to Blueprints. It is day 28, and we're still cooking. We froze our money, and we get the allowance on top of it. It's beautiful. This is still here, and the trophy list is still here. Now, let's go run to the outside room, then we run to the grotto, because we need to try to log in as Mr. Reva D. Because there may be secret answers that we can't get as anybody else. Okay. Trading Post could do something. However, I'm just a big tool shed head. Okay, not the magnifying glass. I want a magnifying glass. Why do I want a magnifying glass? I don't really know. It's just a helpful thing. Metal detector and the gear wrench. We've had that exact combo before, I think. Metal detector just is pretty good. And the gear wrench, I don't think we can combine. It could help us like make the mechanarium more common, which is a good room. We should get the boiler. I'd love to make the boiler more common. This way to the grotto. The boiler's really the last room I'm waiting to make more common with this gear wrench. And we never get them both at the same time. Okay, the computer. We still have all these chips and stuff that I don't know what to do with them. But REVAD. Oh, it's just deactivated. Okay. Maybe in the freezer, that was just supposed to be a clue for the template of the admin passwords. I still don't know what terminal timeout does. Without disconnecting from the server. That must be something else. In here, we have the trophy thing to import our trophies from other saves, like the one-day thing into here. The user database is still the same. Yeah, key expired, and then 3 more. I guess it's just to try to give us the format. It's just really weird. It's in the freezer. There was also 2 additional servers in there. None of these... Okay, these are offline. I don't know how we would do that. There were 2 servers in the freezer that say, hey, cold storage, haha. You can replace any of them, whatever. I don't know how we would get them here. We could not interact with them at all. So that might be something. Maybe. Other than that, we really want a shovel to go down into the basement and check for the buried floor plan. We know that, and then all the other stuff is just kind of normal stuff. We want to get back to room 46 to see if we can physically enter it. The first time, seemingly, a cutscene just played. I want to see if the cutscene plays again. Or if... Oh, that's it. If we just can't ever go in. The guest bedroom... It's not horrible here. I'd like to pivot, but getting rid of, like, a bad dead end here, I kind of think, why not? A key card, holy hell. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Very interesting. There's no music. It's kind of freaking me out. We have 24 coins because we froze our bank account last time. It's really only on day 20 and 21, huh? It hasn't changed. Maybe it'll change next week. We're still in the same week. There's a key on the ground. Can't use this yet. This is... What does that say? What does that red one say? I think it's just a bunch of lines. And then we have the password. That's a lie. And then the with without thing. Shovel. Magnifying glass. We have money. I'll take them. We could take a lot of gems. What else do we want to do with money? We'd like to get the locksmith, right? Let's check the shop rooms. Locksmith, good. Kitchen, okay. Showroom needs a lot of money. Mount Holly gift shop, a lot of money. 2 more shops we've never seen. Maybe there's a prerequisite for getting these. Maybe it's you need more money. Maybe we've only found this because we've had a lot of money at some point. Maybe we need a lot more money for these. I don't know. Standard, rare. Oh, we got to boiler power that stupid dryer too. We had a chance to do that, but it's a stupid dead end, which sucks. Oh, I want to check the green rooms too. The greenhouse permanently has a door now. It is no longer a dead end. That's great. That's great. Okay. Is there anything else we can look at while we're in here? Foundation is room 1, huh? Because it's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Interesting. I guess it is the foundation. I've never seen 6, 23, 7, and 8. Oh, sorry, 16. I think this is master bedroom. I think it can only show up on the top row is the problem there. We've seen it. We didn't take it. Another green room. I don't know if I've seen this one. Red rooms we got. The unlockables. We need that like drawing room or the whatever one we make more things in. Found the outside. Okay. How rare is the damn tomb? Unusual. Screw off. Anyways, about money, I'm going to spend the money on gems. We can keep a couple. Lab? We can get the lab if we get a security room or something else. And it kills me here, which I don't really want to do. I'd rather continue here. But yeah, if we get the security room, if we get the office, we can use the lab computer with the remote access thing. I was looking for more stuff, but it was obviously the coins on the table. Oh! Right, we have the gear. We keep it the same. It's a pretty good room. It costs a gem. Like, it gets us access to a computer. Oh, dude. This is the first time we've ever been able to do this, I think. We can go keycard high, and then we can just leave the doors locked. Because we have a keycard. Unless we do something with the keycard, like we can workshop it or something, but I don't think so. There's one trunk in the den. Let's log in. Swang song. Okay, it doesn't need to be all caps. And let's go to the lab, since we declined the lab. We can go to the shelter. The shelter does nothing. Except we can check the radiation level, which may matter eventually. The office gets us money. We could spread the money, but I don't really care. I'd rather start a good experiment that could, you know, provide a sweet benefit. Whenever you draft a room, lose 5 steps. That sucks. Locked trunk. Hopefully we can get like a hammer. Do I have a hammer already? I do have a shovel. We do have a lot of money. Maybe we take shop room here, and we can just spread dirt on the driveway. How's that sound? I also don't remember. Do we have a package waiting in the entrance hall or not? I don't remember. We might. Okay. We have no hammer, but we have quite a few things that we might be able to try combining if we get a workshop. I was really hoping for it. Yes. Okay, this is insane. Boiler, common. This is really good. The last one, hang on. Can I check for mechanical rooms? We have to look at each one of these, but I think the only one that's not common, the pump room. Pump room is not. I thought I made it. common, but you can only get it after the pool. So it doesn't really... It's not really common. The utility closet we made standard because we don't really care about it anymore. It's just for turning off power at this point. Or like turning on the darkroom power or the, you know, whatever. Okay, so all of these are common, and I think that's good. Now, what we want to do is try to push power into the foundation, which is, we got a great spawn. Give me 1 second here. This room is also connected to power. I don't think any of these, the passageway will carry power, which might be relevant. Sure. I think we do it just because we never get the boiler. We'll get the boiler more often from now on, but let me try something here for a second. We know... I think I need to power the foundation. The thing is, does the foundation have any vents? I burned a step to come in. There's also some dirt in here we should get. Well, we have a shovel. Maybe I combine the shovel with something and lose the shovel, so let's just send it. Worthless shoe. Another coin. Okay. Like, I don't think so. But I'd like to still try powering the... Hang on. Maybe we don't power the foundation. Maybe, how do we power this box? Because this is the thing in the mine shaft with the hammer, with the foundation, that it tells me there's this box, and then there's the box next to that red door downstairs. Do I just have to do this? Oh, crap. Do I... Okay, maybe I power it with this one. So I need you to come at... How do I do this again? I take you left? We can't go left with this. Because you activate the elevator. We're breaking everything here, but I need to power this. I think that's more important than, like, everything else. Oh, well, that'll do it. It's on. Okay, we go down the foundation right now. The red elevator, or not red elevator, but the red door that seems like an elevator door may be open. And then we can unbrick the boiler room. So that we can use it for its intended purpose instead of this. There we go. I thought we had to power the foundation. No, you had to power that. So I assume that means that maybe everything down here has power. You can also swipe this. It did not use my keycard. It looked like it did. Maybe that's a permanent thing. That would be interesting if it is. Because again, it does not reset. We also... Oh god, there's so many things. Hang on. I have a shovel. There's a buried floor plan here. I don't know what that means. Is it one of these pieces of paper that I have to dig or something? We have a shovel. Maybe I need an upgraded shovel? Much like the upgraded sledgehammer? We have powered not necessarily this, but I believe the red thing. Okay. This wall says says whatever floor plan, the buried floor plan. And we learned that from the map downstairs with the magnifying glass. I also have a oh, there it is. I knew it was there somewhere. It's a red room. 2 rare items. Whenever you enter this room, you will lose 1 random inventory item. Screw it. I mean, we want it eventually, right? I'm sure. I guess there's not an achievement for doing that, but there we go. Found the buried floor plan. Thank you, map. Thank you, shovel. What a wonderful day. We're now going to go down to the red box. Reservoir, you're gonna wait for one day, buddy. Oh, if we get the boiler, we need the boiler to power the pump room. I need the pool. We should go like this way, try to get a pool, come back here for a high chance of pump room adjacent to boiler or boiler connected. So when we go back up, we want to go left as much as possible. Let's go check red door. Okay, I don't see any indication of power anywhere else. It's open. What the shit? Okay, it's clearly coming through here. That didn't close. So I imagine this is powered. This is the top of the gear. Oh shit. I didn't think this was a thing. Okay, well now we need to run all the way down and figure out how to do this. So, right... Oh, I can only... no, I can turn it as much as I want. If we move it this way once, we get to go to here. If we move it a couple more times, we get to go to there. This isn't really much of a puzzle. It's just knowing where these doors are. Okay, it's gonna burn steps. I kind of get why the running shoes exist now. Which we almost never see. We gotta try combining that with something. Maybe like the sleeping mask? Maybe that's what that does? I don't know, like a marathon runner set. Okay, turn it once. Beautiful. Those are hooked up. Luckily, we're still at 59 steps. Does it not move here? So what is this room called? We don't know yet. Or I guess we just don't know, because this is technically a different room, right? Or is this still called just the underpass? It is. Okay, more of these damn symbols. We have a magnifying glass. Another box! Yes, the allowance box. Okay, we want all four corners to be black. Okay, yellow moves up as it usually does. It also, like, I don't know, swaps places with the black on the top row. Gray, can I do anything? Okay, hang on. I need to get this black one down here. Oh, maybe with another yellow. Hang on. Move this up. Move this over. Up, up. Move this over. I think I screwed it. I think I screwed it. Okay, hang on. I think I still screwed it. I can't explain what I'm doing. I need like a yellow one in this corner when I move the... There we go. And then move it... Move it up, move it over. Stack the yellows, then move this over. Move that there. Not quite. I can't get the yellows back down, I don't think, no matter what I do. Up, over. Up, up, over, over. We were here before, weren't we? Up. How did I put that one in the corner? Oh, hell. Hang on. What did I do? Okay, there we go. Then... I think I was supposed to go over somewhere. No, hang on. Done. Beautiful. Give me an allow... Yes! Familiar shape. What is this about? Dock level? Oh, hell. I need to write this down. This is about the reservoir. Clearly. So, imagine it's 0, 6, and 13. I guess 14 is like over flooded. Right, because we can't actually access the dock. So if it's at 13, we can use the boat, I think. If it's at 6, we can enter something down there, and 0 is just empty, or 1 is maybe empty. I guess there's no water, so empty. So let me take this. It's not really a good place to put this. Hang on. We know Revadi doesn't want to get rid of it. There you go. Undo that. 13. Dock. Right now it's at 14. I'm pretty sure. Because we can't use the boat. You see, it's literally overflowing right there. Let's see. 6. Entry level. That's why we need to power the pump room to get the reserve tank. We may not need the reserve tank to hit 6. But for full drain, which I imagine there's another secret. If you can power the reserve tank. That's wonderful. Because now we know the exact way to what to do. You can probably go past 6 or so, I don't know, right? But we know we need to get it to at least 6 for something. After 10 days of pumping water up from the underground spring, the reservoir has finally been filled. It's a shame the old station had to be flooded. Old station. Send it. This might give me, sync a satellite connection or whatever. Old station is a very interesting thing. I'm not going to put down old station. This is the actual reason they chose to bring the reservoir here. They wanted to flood it. Okay. We can start to leverage steam. The steam-powered hoist at the main site will be able to run 24 hours a day. 228 still is say 502. These shapes are very interesting. Can I see this from down there? Have I just never noticed it? And now we wanna oh, crap, there's some kind of lock. Maybe I can just use a normal key. Thankfully I have a normal key. We're still at 59 steps. So maybe I don't know what the running shoes do, but cut off some of the other step counts. What I will do while I'm down here is also open room 46. Unfortunately, we won't get the cutscene, but while I'm here, it's going to cost like a step at some point. But yeah, maybe the running shoes cut out some of these intermediate steps. Maybe all of them. Because it says like outside and big floors. I don't know what it says. Those doors we still don't know about. I don't have any kind of special key. Let's run. We got to turn. Just turn the thing so that we go on the other path is really all it is. So that the other arm of this connects to here. And that'll solve it. Okay, thank you for at least an easy part of that puzzle, but now we know what the top was about, which I completely forgot about. I assumed it was all empty, which is my bad. And I guess, hopefully, we never need to come back here, so we don't need to move the boiler power around. I don't know. I can't think of a reason we need to come back there, but this is sketch. Okay, it's another red envelope. This might be the one they said was missing. Didn't Alzara say you'll never find one? And a blueprint. Rather, maybe a black print. I can't tell if the lighting's just off or what. It is a red letter. This may be a date. Now, how would it be a date? If we have... Well, we have a number. And the only 3-letter month, we can maybe make like a Feb? Is there an F in here? Can I keep turning, please? Okay, if we can't make that, then we make a May. I'm the smartest man who has ever existed. Another one unlocked. Number 1. And we have a magnifying glass. May 8th. Let me I don't think we'll need to unlock that again. It kind of fell off, but May 8, letter 1. Red door down. Good enough. Okay. Hang on. My name is Worth Laud. My father used to work for your father, the Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair, from 1915 to 1918. Interesting. So that means Thomas Sinclair, well, obviously, because he's old as hell, built all this crap. Because all the survey stuff is from 1915 to 1918. So he must put it here because he was digging this crap. Or this guy. Oh, hell. Mr. Laud. Former Havoc died last month at the age of 89. 7 children and 30-odd grandchildren. Jesus H. Christ. Never spoke of the Baron. Not once. He never betrayed the confidence your father placed in him. The secrets he kept for the family he took with him underground. Maybe he's in the tomb, bro. Maybe he's in the tomb, but I think that just means he's dead. I imagine we have to come back to these because something tells us, hey, it's the first letter on every page of the stupid letters. To his, during, you write, or the paragraphs or something. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels this urge. Now, what is this? We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter. Not proud of to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox. Particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. I don't know what the hell that's about, but it's in red, which is sus. But it is red handwriting. The treasure trove. 5 gold for each time you have drafted treasure trove. Okay, so you win the game. It is a black print, which I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. Does this go underground only? Like the tomb? It's not an outer room. So what the hell are the black prints? I don't know. Here's another one. 1916. 102. Say 502. What runes we were exhuming. Dark trim floor plan of ill-fated Orinda, which I believe is that shape that's above here. Black print. The sooner we seal it... Okay, so they're like bad... They're death rooms. Oh, hell! Is that what the treasure trove looked like? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this information. Dark trim floor plan of ill-fated Orinda. This must be the place. Now, I can't magnify it. It's kind of wild. Yeah, I don't know really what to do about that. You can't see it from past the door, which is funny because you have to unlock it. Now, none of these other rooms exist, and that makes sense because it's literally impossible to get to them. But good to know we're done here. Interesting. There's more gears down there. I guess we can close you until we figure out what that is, or I don't know, something. But let's try to boiler the pump room, because then we can drain the reservoir fully. Either way, we want the pump room, and especially because we have a gear wrench. Now, I need to set this back to a way that I can leave, so let's do that. Get out of here. I have no idea if I've hit all these or what. I don't think we need to. I think we must have in order to solve the puzzle. It's just solved, so there's no real reason to go back. Wonder what happens if we use the boat. Like, we bring the boat here. We fill up the fountain. Oh, that is a good point. I should drain the reservoir by one, move the boat over. Because if I... No, well, no, we can't actually... We would have to come from the tomb in order to move the minecart in order to get back there. I don't know how necessary the boat is. But we might want to do that before we completely fill up the fountain. Are we done here? I think we want to go outside, run to the entrance hall. Because, again, we want the boiler room or this passageway to be a pump room. We want to connect the pump room so bad. We need to leave these cool. We need to leave this side alone. So let's run outside and let's just go back to the entrance, go left. Tool shed is the only other thing we have. We'd love a workshop to try some of these. Yeah. and we can kind of leave how the boiler room how it is until we get back there. But anyways, let's go back in and try it again. I think it's going to be a long one. Longer if we can get to the antechamber again. And the acute among you will notice that the time just changed because I forgot to pause the game while I went and did something. Other than that, there's a cut right there. Anyways, I don't think we can run out of time. Although it is 1, so I don't know what happens if we get to nighttime. It's the pool! Okay, we take this, then we go to this passageway, and we go to the boiler room. That's it. Because the pump room should be common if the pool exists. If the pool does not exist, it can't show up at all. Now, we don't have any money in there. It's interesting. Does the money only show up after you drain it? I think it does. I don't think there's anything to magnify here. It's just a pretty clear reminder, I guess, of how that kind of thing works. Like, I don't want to try to draft... Theoretically, this could work for the pump room. I just am going to make sure we get the passageway. And then we try the boiler room itself. And we hope beyond hope that this works. Okay, not here. I don't believe any of these rooms have ducts. If one does, it's the core yard. And we have a shovel here, so I'm going to go. No ducts. So the steam train has just ended here. We got to go north boiler room and try to continue it. We could try to drain the pool of every other kind of room. But a lot of them, I think, are going to be the pump room. Let me try something here. It does still say unusual. I could have sworn I made it common before. Let's use this, because we just got 2 keys. Whenever you draft a shop room. I should have made it lock trunks, man. I should have made it lock trunks. I'm not gonna mess with this. I'm gonna go... It doesn't really matter which way I go here. But let's just hope it's a connector. We have to disconnect this to solve the puzzle and be able to leave this area. I think we end up like this for the correct solution. This makes everything kind of start working again. No, it doesn't. Wait, do I have to do this? Hang on. Is this working again? What is that bit about? Right, that's not powered currently. We have to turn this that way in order to power the elevator. Then I can go up and see what the heck's going on. We currently have no power into here. And this is closed, and... Well, I guess we can check. Maybe we're more likely to get it if it's powered this way. Or at least we get the indicator that this room type carries power, right? If this actively has it. You'll see what I mean later. For now, let's go down. This is my only way down. Actually, how are none of those active? Shouldn't you be active? Hey, wait, are you either the door or the thing? Oh, that's right. We just have to turn it on, and then it stays on. So this should be... No, we have to turn this so that this connects like that. That will fix the other one. And then we just have to turn this up. Now, is this is no longer working again. But the bridge is activated. Okay, there we go. And we can stand on top of the elevator. Perfect. That's what we want. That'll do it. And then we need to push power right. And then we can flick this. Wonderful. And now we'll see if this room carries power. Hopefully it's just the pumper. No. Locker room does. We've never seen the locker room. We've already activated the lab. Can't take the workshop. And we've already done the lab boiler puzzle. So let's take a locker room. We spread keys everywhere. That's pretty good. A key card. We have a key card. Okay, thank you for the key. Is it in the locker? What's beeping? Coin. Okay, and then I see. Are the ones... Yeah. So I get this now. It's a bunch of lockers. Now lockpick, crazy, insane. And there's a bunch of keys around the house for us to use. I'm not going to mess with that. That seems incredibly dangerous. Yes. Yes. We're doing it. Make it common. Make it common. It can only show up after the pool room anyways. Make it common. The mechanarium goes crazy here. We have 3. Okay. Let's crack this open. Not necessarily that. Maybe we get a sledgehammer at some point. Let me just hit this. What else do we want to power? Is there anything? I think the answer is no. But what if there is? What if we can power the freezer or the furnace? Technically, yes, but it just gives us a key. There may be something. Do we risk everything on it? I think we made enough progress that I don't really care if I hit the antechamber. I do really want a workshop. The archives may prevent me from getting a workshop. Or just filling out all this stuff up here. The dark room, it's only a negative effect for one room. Maybe we can go somewhere else and get a breaker. I mean, the observatory, right, but we want to carry the power. That's the whole point of this. And we know the lights do turn off, even though this is powered. Oh, reserve tank. Tank 1 drain. Okay. So we can only use this with tank 1. It can hold 1 more unit. But of course, tank 1 and 2 are kind of mixed up. We just want to... How do we get the reservoir empty? We need to fill the fountain, first of all. We wanted to move the boat. We should move the boat. Moving the boat requires me to go all the way back to the entrance, come all the way back up. It's a lot of steps. We don't have a sleeping mask. We have money. We can theoretically probably get a dining room. Is it worth it to know what the boat does? I don't really care about the boat. If we eventually get the tomb, I don't think we really care about the boat. I don't think... The boat lets us get to the torch room. So I want to move the boat across. Okay, it's maybe worth it. Let's see. I need to drain number 2 by just 1. Oh... I can't drain anything by just 1, huh? It's those deadly, and by deadly I mean whatever, the that like puzzle that's like you have this many gallons of water and you need this much in this thing and you have to move in a very certain way. It's that puzzle. If I think 14 is the maximum. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We want 13 for the dock. I need to figure out a way to put 3 in. I think you just want to, that's the thing, I can't get to the boat if the fountain isn't empty. So what the hell do we do? I think you do this. You do tank 1 fill. No, you do tank 1 drain to drain 1 more unit out of tank 1. And then how do you push 3 units into the reservoir? I think you can just do this. Do you have to flick this? Shoot. Oh, I think we have to select this. And then we've drained 3 units in the reservoir. Okay, so we have boat access. As we know, I'm going to pull up the thing on the screen. 13 is the dock, according to what we found. Was it this episode? I think it was. We don't have a lockpick kit. I want to open it for like steps or something. We have a shovel, so maybe I don't really care. We need to leave this the same so that we can still access the reserve tank, but we can go across this way. We cannot use this as a shortcut because we don't have the boat. There seems to be... Oh, maybe a key that was spread, because this was not beeping earlier. Is it really up there? Actually, we don't need to leave this the same. Is it up there? What the hell's beeping at me? Is it in the other room? It might just be in the other room. Let me check up here first. Okay, I think it's just on the floor of the security room right there. So let's chill out a second. What the hell? Okay, I have no idea what I'm missing, but that's okay, I guess. We might get some more beeps as we go along here. There's 1 more gem for sale. I don't think I care about that. In fact, if we spread all these keys, we might as well open these trunks, right? Triangulate. Is it in the middle? Okay, it's in the middle. Let me just open them. We may get a sledgehammer, we may not. We can at least maybe buy a sledgehammer. Well, we can't. The commissary's all used up. There's still a lot of rooms. I could let me just do this just for fun. Wine cellar's pretty solid. The walk-in closet's pretty solid. Cupcake is wonderful. 2 keys, a gem, wonderful. I feel a lot better about steps now. Okay, just lock in for a second. We need to ride the boat. Presumably that's what the boat does, right? What the hell else would it do? And then we can flood this damn thing to drain the reservoir completely, or maybe down to 6 and then completely. I don't really know. There we go. It's changed. We get the boat. Nice blinding light before the old cutscene. Okay, there's more to the cutscene. You may be able to see down there before we actually get down there. Because we've never been able to see it from this close. Okay. Maybe we do need to get it to 6. If we have to enter that, we might have to enter that with the boat. So maybe it's actually a great thing. Although there are stairs, so maybe, I don't know. But if the entrance is over there, that's pretty sus. There might be one here and one there. If it's full drained, I don't know. But the boat is here now, which means we can fill the fountain and not feel bad. We just have to come. We can go up through there, which is actually a shortcut. We save some steps by doing this. It's great, and it's a great day to have a keycard too, even if we need to pull the elevator down Dark Souls style later. Okay. We could draft that room. I don't really see why. I don't see why we would screw around with anything else but this right now. Maybe for the workshop to try to merge something that we need in one of those rooms, but whatever, right? Whatever. Where the hell is this item? It starts going crazy right here. Is it on the stairs? It's not down here. Unless it is. This is crazy. It's on the goddamn railing. That's insane. Okay, could open the lockers, not gonna open the lockers. I'm gonna open this though. They can't have like treasure maps, the compass, a lot of gems. Holy cow. Okay. We need to get this to 6. Now, where is 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Equal with the aquarium. We definitely need to fill the fountain. Let's go tank 1. Oh, crap. It's going to take a minute. That's fine. Maybe we do want to drain it from the reserve tank. That is 6, but that doesn't really get us anywhere, I don't think. Maybe it does. Let's just... Yeah, we want to fill the fountain. Something's doing it. Okay. And I think we do want to tank 1 fill again, so that it goes straight into the fountain, or it will in a second. It's interesting that there's levels here on the fountain, too. I don't really know why it's a different color there. Okay, reserve tank is empty. We want to move all this somewhere else. So let's click 2. Let's set this to neutral. What happens on 2? It's the middle one. The middle one is like the trickiest one that I don't really get. But it does connect 1 to 2. Not really? I don't know how it works, man. I think we just want to push. And then we can just drink tank 1 directly into here. Problem is getting it to exactly 6, which is the thing. That's going to do 4 from there. We want 3 more. How exactly do we do 3? This has 2 left. This has 4. Could do 6. We might have to play with something else for a second here. We turn off tank 1 drain. Like, we could move the kitchen into the fountain, move the reservoir to the kitchen. How does that line up? Where does number 4 go? Number 4 goes here. So the kitchen. If we can't really push, but we can push this way. So we can drain this, I believe, if we... Nope, other way. Need to push out of the kitchen. That does not automatically flow this way. I don't know how this thing works. I don't know how anything works. I don't think we ever want to turn off the greenhouse. We want to turn off the aquarium at some point. Maybe that's an option. But right now, kitchen is number 4. It goes into here. This is full is the problem. I thought by pushing it here it would overflow through here, but that does not seem to be the case. Maybe I have to pull here. I don't know why I would do that. That does not seem to be the case. How do I screw around with tank 2? Do I have to be... We have the others to play with. We have the greenhouse. We have the pool. Number 3 is the aquarium. We can try to... I don't know what this does. Let's hang on for a second. Maybe we can go past 6. To take the stairs, I don't see why we couldn't go past 6. But maybe entry level is something else, right? On this. Maybe entry level is for that hole in the wall. Maybe full drain is for the stairs. That's the problem. Either way, well, no. It might be either 6 or 0. You might not be able to go in between. That's probably the point of the thing we saw. Turn you off. We could drain 2 into there. Does 2 do not really anything? I think it might make things worse. I really just want to drain the kitchen into the tank and then fill up the kitchen with that. But I need to get rid of like 1 or 2 or something. I don't know. Just 1. 1 preferably. How do we... Getting it to an exact level is not something I expected. Okay, well, we're doing that. And I can't cancel the lever halfway through. Maybe I just start by completely emptying the reservoir. How does that look? That looks like, I believe, just pushing this up again. No. Pushing this one up. And then hitting the tank 1 drain in a second. And then I think you need to fill up the aquarium again. But we'll figure that out. What the hell happens when I disconnect this tank? Because the water doesn't reset every day, I don't think. That's the spooky part. Okay, I need to fill the aquarium. Or the fountain. To fill the aquarium, I want to pull from here. So that we have more water. And actually, I think I want to drain from here too. So tank 1 fill. So that I can push even more into the aquarium. Okay, aquarium is now full. Let me reset my levers for a second so we don't screw anything up. Okay. We need to drain 5. We can drain 2, and we can drain 4. So we can actually do this, but I'd like to fill up the fountain. Just to not rely too much on the reserve tank for whatever reason. I think we need to pull. think maybe we wanted to pull while this was the other way. Maybe that's some secret sauce. Hang on. Let's fill up that tank. Let's flip it the other way and try to drain dank tubes. Yeah, I started saying that, and I said it on purpose. To flip this, so I believe this will now pull from tank 2. Is that how that works? Yes. Tank 2 does not play with this, but maybe we can do something there. Or maybe I just screwed it. I don't know. Reservoir is number 2. Okay, we can push this way. Which is well, now the math kind of checks out. We can empty it. Oh, we can empty it in a. Actually, do we go to 6 now? Hang on. How would I get to 6? I have 1 spare. That's the problem. Okay, maybe we can't do that, but we definitely did need the reserve tank. I think all we want to do is flip this again, and then go tank 1 drain, and then we want to push that last bit of water out of the reservoir. So we go up. So we go up. And now, to fill this to 6, we can't directly use this is the problem. To fill this to 6, what would we do? I don't know. Probably something with these. Anyways, let's go check the reservoir. We can take the elevator, so we're going to save tons of steps. We cannot take the fountain now, because the fountain is definitely full. So really, our only path is the elevator or outside. Both lead to the same place, so I don't really care. But we are now at full drain, which gets us something. Hopefully it's a good something, because we need the reservoir tank, which means we need the boiler, which means we need to get lucky. Let's see what is happening in here. That's empty. Imagine my boat's all the way down there. See, that, I believe, is 6. Why we need the boat, and we can go in on 6 into that hole. But full drain lets us get into a room down here, I imagine, or just to these trunks or whatever. Is there really no room? Okay, I have a lot of keys, but what the hell? I'd like to save maybe 1 key, maybe I don't know. What do we try to do? Let's count the crates. Are all of these... We have sun, we have moon, and we have star, and we have fire. Or maybe we don't have star. Maybe it's just sun, moon, fire. Was there any indication about if one of these has a special something? I don't think so. Green memos are lies. You're green. The green memos in boxes near this... Oh, crap. We need, like, a lockpick or something. We need, like, the good lockpick. Because I think they're just going to all tell me something, and then one of these is true. Which means we need to open every goddamn one. Now, maybe, because this doesn't reset, we can come back here. So if I have extra keys at the end of the day, we can come back. I'm not going to mess with it any more than right now. Right now, I want 6 to get in that hole. Where did the chests even come from? They weren't floating. I guess they were always there. But let's go upstairs. Go back to the pump room and figure out how to get it to 6. This is what that note talks about. Like, hey, flooding it's easier than collapsing the whole blah, blah, blah. That clearly leads somewhere. And I'm glad we got the boat. We at least saw enough of it that we knew we needed the boat. We don't have a trillion steps. We don't. Okay, how do I get 6 into this thing exactly? Let's make sure our levers are neutral. I don't know. Don't know how to cleanly move exactly 6. I think we have to start somewhere. We can do 8 for sure. I think the secret might be you have to get one of these tanks to 2. And then you have 4 and then 6 and then you can boom, boom, boom. I don't really know. Let me just pull it here real quick. Okay, that does work. So I think, yes, you need 6 between these. And then you can, by switching that lever, and you're done. The problem is getting this to 2. How would we get it to 2? Okay. The kitchen interacts with this one. It's not really what I need. Maybe I need to interact directly with tank 1. We also have the reserve tank to screw with, so we can certainly fill tank 1. So this is going to set it to 5. So it also works if I get one of these tanks to just 1 somehow. Okay, you're now 2. You're now 4 and 4. I'm going to fill the reservoir, because that's the only thing we can do. I absolutely cannot turn it off halfway through. Can't turn anything off halfway through. Okay, we're at 5. Let's disable this. Let's even unclick this button. I can get it to 7. Don't want to get it to 7. And get it to 4. What would that do? I don't really know. I can get it to 4, then get this to 2. That doesn't really do anything. Maybe drain the greenhouse. So where does 5 go? 5 goes into this pump as well? Okay. So if I drain out of 5, sorry, I need to push here. Okay. I now have 1 in the greenhouse. Which, okay, no, this is it. Yes. Okay, neutral, so I don't mess anything up. We want to drain tank 1. It's going to drain exactly 4. Then I fill it with 1 from the greenhouse. Then I push that 1 into the reservoir. And this will be 6. It's not already 6, it's 5. Okay. Everything here's off. Everything's good. We need to drain. Click on reservoir. No. We need to drain the greenhouse one, so we push. And then we click on reservoir. Sorry, greenhouse, I do love your gems, but whatever. Then I pull out of here, right? Or I pull out of here. And make sure this is left. So we're going to pull from tank 1. Just 1 unit and make 6. We go back, we ride the boat. And then we can try to finish this day. I don't know what that looks like. But we need to... we should set it to full drain, maybe. when we leave so that we can always interact with the trunks. And the trunks may be permanent, so we just dump all our keys into it and figure it out later. I think that's the answer, unless this halfway room is pretty sweet. Unless there's something insane in here. I don't know. Depends where the trunks go, too, when we look at it like this. Okay, trunks are underwater. Okay, that's not anything there. But now we can take this down to the boat, and then the boat doesn't have any other choice. It has to go. It's going to flash at me again, but it's going to go into the place. And we get something. We made some progress, and we still have the rest of the day. An hour and 8 minutes in. This is going to be nearly as long as the 46 episode. Hopefully, yeah, we get some sick music for doing something fairly difficult. A door. And daylight? Daylight somewhere. I don't see it. It might be behind that rock is where the light's coming from. Or this is just white. What's going on here? Where is this lit from? Sand. Did we see this at Alzara? Is this the one he showed us? Where's the light coming from? Safe house, underground. Okay, can't pick up the rocket launcher. There's a lot here. We have a magnifying glass, which may be huge. Delete it. I don't know what that means. This may be the server room. I'm gonna look around here. I think we might draw that before we leave. We might write that down. Blue beds for a blueprint. Bottles, whatever that thing is called. I think this is yeah. This is the last guy. Maybe this is Sinclair. This is a young man, but that would mean he lived to like 100. This is like 80 years old. Okay, the cracked chest wall. Thanks. There's really nothing here with the magnifying glass, huh? You're just telling me what about something that we've already done, but you know, maybe we're doing things out of order. Some messed up coffee, straight out of Don't Starve. Can't open the fridge. TV. A key. A sanctum key. Unlocks one of 8 doors in the inner sanctum downstairs. Incredible. We're already downstairs. We can open one of those damn doors. I assume I have to use it today. I don't see why I wouldn't have to use it today. It is yellow. It has now been 6 months. 6 months of living in this air-choked cavern of boredom and dread. 6 months. 6 months. 6 months. No regrets. Everyone who knows me immediately thinks I have left the country. Everyone assumes me dead. I'm sorry? Assumes me dead. Yes, okay, there we go. Mary. Is Mary our mother? Did we kill our mother? Or somebody's mother? I don't know. And maybe that's all that is left for us. Blah, 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 blah. Tomorrow we will reclaim our birthright. Tomorrow the crown of Verinda will finally return to Horus. First step taken is half the journey. May the Black Swords guide us. I don't know what the hell Mary's on about. I see no secrets here. I see it. Oh, hell. The Royal Museum of the Not Grand City of Fen. Okay, they clearly raided the place and then hid down here. As cool as this would be, it is too easy to track. Is there any small text on this? I don't know if any of this matters. I'm not going to write it down. Look, if we need this, I'm just going to look at my own video. I think that's pretty fair. Is it maybe there's something like hiding in one of these buildings that's like an insane secret. Skin public. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this might just be to show some crazy goddamn people lived here. We seek what's in the shade of truth. Okay, I clearly see that room over there. I just want to see. Maybe this has to do with the deleted on the TVs. I don't know. Maybe the TVs are over here. Who knows? Goddamn train station. That doesn't seem like much of a safe house. Royal, but with the L all messed up. Rinda Aries train metro. Number 8 is Royal Station. Okay. What the hell is it doing under my goddamn house? Platform 8. I don't know what this is. I don't know if there's anything here for me. Okay, hang on. If we're able to click this, does this show me anything at all? Are there any hidden dark words? Dead end 13. 13's there. I don't think there's anything. That 9 is a little messed up. Like, let's just take a little peek for anything tiny while we got it, right? We're here, and we have a magnifying glass. Again, that doesn't seem like much of a safe house. Maybe a hammer. Maybe a hammer here. Like, destroy the top right TV. That's all I got. Delete it. Maybe the server. There's very clearly an A there. I don't know. I won't write it down. If we need it later, we need it. I can look at the video for the one titled Reservoir, I assume is what this one is going to be. We have this crazy thing. We have the note from Mary. We have a TV that doesn't work. That's all I get from this, which maybe Alzara has something. I don't really know. I don't know what to do about this, man. Let's get the hell out of here. Okay, no cutscene, no cutscene. Let's go back up. Kill the water. Come back, open the trunks just in case we find the answer. I don't know, something. If it's permanent, great. If it's not, screw me. Like 20 keys. Or a lockpick kit, or the really good lockpick kit. It's gonna cost us some more steps, but that's okay. We need to do this. Let's drain this guy again. So how do we do that? We click on that, we push it in. How do we... Excuse me? Is this not pushing? From here? Am I stupid? Do these not connect? Hang on. What's happening? two. Two is this one. That's why. Okay, push it out is the easiest drain in my life because we take it all into this tank, which is full. We have to push some to the greenhouse real quick, which means we do this, which means we do this, and we get to fill up the greenhouse, which is great. I don't know what happens if you... we'll get to the aquarium another day. It's an easy one. We don't need this massive tank back here. Like we need to tank one fill. Because we need to push that last little bit out of the greenhouse. I think maybe there's one extra to play with. I don't remember. Then we need to click this again. Then we need to tank one. No. Let's turn this off. We need to tank one drain. And then we can drain the last one out. Or it'll maybe automatically do it. I have to click the button. We can try. The breaker's gonna trip here. We can try to make a dining room happen. We get some more steps and we can continue. I think that's the only way we do this right now. I need the sanctum key. I forgot about the goddamn sanctum key. I think you burn just a couple of steps. You see what's going on here, which is completely random. It could not matter. Let's take the boiler room. Okay, it's the furnace. We get a key. Okay. Do we sack a thing for a dig spot? Maybe it's a turnip. Some coins. We can get a kitchen. Okay, the power's going to keep going this way. Let's see what it's going to be. Send it. It's the lab. Keep it as common. Power keeps going. We don't really get anything from here. We've already used the terminal through the security room. Does every room light on fire like this? The weight room, we don't have a power hammer for the anti-chamber thing that's behind those bricks. The aquarium, we can't really try to do the thing on. We can try to hook back into the foundation to cut off a couple more steps here. Experiment successful. Because this is technically a shop, even though it's not a shop. Which means... What happened again? Spread dirt. We have dirt on the driveway. Drafting studio permanent. We do. Crap. We need to do the sanctum key. I don't know if I have the steps to get to the sanctum any other way. I love the drafting studio. I have the magnifying glass to try the safe again. But I may lose the sanctum key. And the sanctum key, where did we find it? I don't know where we found the sanctum key. Am I stupid? I don't know where I found it. It was probably so long ago. Let's take the archives. Let's come in through here. Maybe there was once a fruit here. There is not. I think we have enough steps to run all the way down there. I'm really trying to figure out where we got this stupid sanctum key. I have no clue. Was it down? Is this still the same day where we came down here with the boiler power and went into the top rooms of the gear room. It is. Was that where we got the Sanctum key? Sam's Club key? I don't think it costs many steps to get over here. I think maybe we lose one more. I think we lose one more when we go through. Well, we go in. Oh my god, it's... Oh no. I'm gonna unlock the door, get in the room, and lose. But this does not reset. That door should stay open, because it's gonna hit me here. Sanctum key. This will permanently open one door in the inner sanctum. I don't care which goddamn door it is. Maybe this burns a step. We're fine. Okay. Okay, I get it now. We have to create a symbol. I don't remember what this looks like, but there's eight realms, right? We make the symbol of all of them. And then we push the red button. Okay. I think I might be able to get one. I don't know if it's this one. I think it's the red waves, and I think, is this the... Oh. Why does that do more than one? Okay. That's tricky. I think it was that symbol. Is it 3 lines or no? No, this one... I might be combining a few that we've seen. I don't remember which is which because we haven't had to remember. Is it squiggly with the pages? Maybe it's not the pages. Oh, it's how many pages. Is it always pages? I thought there was something else a minute ago. Is it this one? Okay. Yeah, I see. There's a lot of different combinations. So we basically figure it out. And using that book that's half torn up, we probably have to get a completed copy of it. But we can start doing this. We can find out... imagine that stuff like the weather and the military type, whatever the things are what we use here. In order to piece this together, or we just see the full symbol somewhere. In theory, what's stopping me from going back to the video where we look at the book? That might even be this video. I don't even know. We've seen the book twice. Where are the stupid... Oh no, it's not this one, right? It's this one. Okay. We know about, like, the V's. We know about the pages. Pages are in the torch room, which I can't get to with this little step. But I think it's this. And then I don't remember how the lines are. I think there's 3 lines. And then this is the squiggly. Give it one more shot. Maybe it's not this squiggly. Is there even another squiggly? I think we're just going to end up with the same one. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of things. And then we do something here. This feels like a true ending, especially because it's in this room. Where, you know, the first true ending you get, basically. Let me just pause the video. I promise I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to look at my own stupid video to look at the book that's under the flame room and whatever. Okay. Now the book describes it differently. The book describes the pentagon, which I think is the complete thing. We'll write it down when we actually go back to that room and look at the thing. But this is the torch room icon. It does have the pages. It is 5 pages. Like this. I think it's... Yes. It does not have the border featured. Which means I think we just guess. I think it is specifically not the squiggly if they're all unique. But it should look like this, and this should do it. Yeah, we can guess on one if we need to. What does that do? Please don't count as a step and kill me. An allowance box and something over there. Please don't count as a step. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Morajai box. The Yorinda Ares variation. Do the overwhelming amount of artifacts bearing the Yorinda Ares sigil. We know that's the thing. Because that's presumably where we are and who we love. Because this is everywhere. And it's the first room. At least it's the leftmost room. Infamous black symbol are among the rarest and most valuable. When black tiles are pressed, the entire row shifts to the right. Really? Yeah, okay. So it's not swapping places. Okay. That's new. We want to... What do we want to make the things? We want to make the things black. I don't really know what happens with green tiles. Green tiles don't seem to do anything. I guess that's the clues for these. I've just been brute forcing it, but I think maybe you're supposed to. I don't know. Okay, we can't move anything once we move yellow out of the black spaces. Now we can do that. Okay, green tiles move to the top, maybe is their thing. Okay, we got a black tile. We need to get one more black tile up top. Thing is, it's going to move the whole row. Okay. Well, now I've really done it. We need to move the black tiles back down, which I don't know if I can do. Yeah, we can move one with the yellow. And then boom, it's in the corner. Swap out a green. And move the green to the top. Okay, one corner. I guess we can come back here anytime. If the door's permanently unlocked, we can do whatever we want. The green... Okay, they move to the opposite edge. Like, I think these are technically swapping right now. So we want green... We want green in the middle. That's why they don't do anything right now. Okay, we have a green in the middle, which is good because then it'll swap sides. We need another green in the middle because these 5 obviously need to be not black, and that's clearly how we win. I think I need to get yellow on a tile with black so that we can move it around. And then we push up, push up. Now that it's there. Then how do I get the yellow out of there? We need to push a green so the yellow moves to the bottom. And then we... Hang on. We move... Swap? No. We just want to click on the yellow to move it up. 1. And then we swap everything. Push this up? No. I think I need to get the yellow down here again. And then what? I need to like... Okay, hang on. I need to stack up 2 of these here to move one more down. And then what? Move this like that. I need a black in the center here, I think. Okay. Okay, great. And then I just need to swap these two, which I don't know how to do. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, we're done. Okay, that took a while. Thank you for the clue. I think I kind of get it. Yellow always moves up. Green seems to swap to the other corner. Black does... But black does what the card says. It shifts it. Now, what the hell is this? I don't want to lose my steps, man. Okay. Black Bridge Hotel and Spa. 8 realms in 8 months. The objective was simple enough, but in what order, what route, and where to start? Questions like these are the ones I tend to ignore. This planning has never been my strong suit. Well then, in the true spirit of adventure, blah, 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 blah. Herbert. Fen Aries. 1412112L. Fen Oris. Crossed out. That's interesting. No, not really crossed out, but it overlays with Mount Holly Estate. In care of Anne Babbage Reddington, Fen Airs 36080. Okay, let's magnify this. Orinda, okay. So that's the queen. Hey, the queen of here. I don't really know what that gets us. I don't know if any of this gets us anything. Except, like, the allowance box. But I think completing all 8 of these probably does the final thing. Now this, easy. It's the torch room. And I guessed on the last one. But we need to find the other symbols. We have the pentagon, which who knows which room it's in. I think we can step out here, right? This doesn't cost a step. Maybe the 5th room, it's a pentagon. There's no real indication of what is where. We need to find the keys, which is also an overarching giant thing. I don't know where the hell the other 7 keys are. I don't really know where I got this one. I'll go back and look probably. Also, maybe we keep them through days. It does appear yellow in here. Because where else would I have gotten it? I don't know. We have 4 extra keys. We cannot return them. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because we lose right there. To the trunks in the reservoir. But next time, we can see if the ones we opened are still open. Because then we can really just take any extra key, shove it in there, reset. I don't know, whatever. Lockpick kit. Probably insane down there, right? If it lets you. Or a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer might just work. It might genuinely just work. But there's a puzzle there, clearly. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Another long one. Like the basement one. I said it was the room 46 one. That one was actually short. The basement one was super long. Not that... I don't know. You probably know that. Anyways... See you tomorrow for the next one.